Oh, wow. Notify Me is working for once. Gotta get my man out first. Enlightenment and IceWM plus Pecan are the best desktops. Source? Trust me, bro. The best desktop is Pure Terminal. So, my laptop cooked itself. Sawyer. And source, my opinion. True. My laptop cooked itself. Kind of funny that like not too long ago I was just saying like when I retire my laptop I'm gonna get a new one. And I'm not complaining or anything. I mean, it sucks. I didn't want to buy a new one. But I will say that the fact that I bought it, I've had it for almost 7 years. Pretty big. Oh, I quit. Nice. So, I think it's the motherboard too, because I tried all the other troubleshooting steps, which kind of sucks. I was like, oh, it's just going to be a battery, $40 and 2 minutes of my time, and a new set of screws, which I needed anyways. And I was going to be like, hell yeah. new laptop battery, but I think it's the motherboard. My Dell Inspiration is good from 2005 can still run. That's awesome. But can it run Cubes OS? I don't know what happened. Like one day, I just turned it on. It just wouldn't turn on. I was like, oh, it's probably dead or something. And a part of me wants to buy a new battery and still. A slight part of me wants to buy a new battery still. And I might do it and swap it anyways. But the other part of me is like, I don't want to. It's like $40. Oh, man. And like, a slight part of me still thinks that it's... Oh, damn. It is the battery. Like, the other slight part of me still thinks it's the battery. But it is fully charged, so I'm just coping right now. That's some funny looking chess. This is the new chess version. I low-key thought my Magic the Gathering account got cooked. I don't know why. But we're here. Damn. Ooh, damn it. Oh, green. I need one greenie. So, worst case scenario. Damn, bro. That's a real fucking thorn in my balls. All this extra land. I will say though, oh, this fucking loser. I can already feel it. Yep. Alright, I lost this. God, so fucking annoying. What a fucking bitch. So, a part of me is like, hey, replace the battery. And I'll be good. The other part of me is like, I'll replace the battery and I will not be good and I will be upset. And searching for my very specific issue is kind of annoying. And I'm wondering if it's something else. What up, man? Welcome back. I'm wondering if, I mean, a part of me wants to say like it's not the the motherboard. And I don't want to pay somebody to fix something. I don't want to take this to somebody and they're like, oh, it's cooked, and then pay them. I'd rather guess. I mean, I paid very minimal for it. The best thing, if you ever want these like really nice like laptops, really dirt cheap, just find a company that's about to go out of business, or the IT. Ask their IT department if they're about to throw a bunch of shit out for like dirt cheap. Because that's what I did. Paid in cash. Got it working. I was like, oh, sick. And then things happened. But I did all the free stuff first, so kind of good on that. I mean, $40 battery. No, $40. Yeah. Or I can stop being a bitch and I can just get a Nova Custom with 5x the RAM, and then fix that down the line. See what the issue is. I will say that it has served me good, and running off 16 gigs of RAM has been very decent. But once I get something new, I'll have like 64, maybe plus gigs of RAM. See you later. This man's cooked. Unless he's got something spicy, like sitting in their pocket. Boom, boom. Over for them. I'm gonna get some water. But I learned a couple valuable lessons. Well, not really lessons, but I learned a couple valuable things on why backing up is important. I mean, even for Cubes OS, I backed up all my cubes. Why I run my own bookmark server. Because quite literally, I will never have to worry about syncing or signing in anything. And like, having your own bookmark server is kind of nice. Because then you can just import your bookmarks and you don't have to lose your spot. Having an offline password manager and backing up is super important. I mean, as long as like the services allow forgot password, it's kind of nice. I learned that lesson a long time ago. I used to have Google Authenticator when I first started in my privacy and security journey, mainly on the security standpoint, and I lost access to said service. And ooh man, that was a fucking nightmare. I lost some access. Later. Should have picked something different, huh? Ooh. So, lesson learned is definitely back your shit up. That combo. It's a good one. That's why I like goblins and I run them. So I need to come up with a different deck though. That super goblin combo. And it's over. I mean, gold's pretty easy to get out of anyway, so it doesn't really matter. No.
I've been anticipating this day for.
Oh, the future doesn't look free for my son. Privacy gone. Probably gonna have to just type phone. Just one type of phone I run, control by the system. Jet quit smoking crack. What a day. I don't think that it's. I'm a techno optimist. I'm very optimistic. I mean, there is bad. You can't. I'm not saying like ignore the bad, but I'm pretty optimistic. No drugs. I mean, crack might make your life better. But I will say, I mean, here's the thing. You have Signal, you have Tutanota, you have Proton, you have varying access to end-to-end encrypted technology. You quite literally, not to bash Trump, but if he add. No, you can definitely bash this administration right now. They're doing a shit job on privacy. They're doing government contracts with fucking the shithole Palantir. I don't give a shit. I mean, no, America hasn't cared. I mean, I'm gonna be slightly hyperbolic. Not hyperbolic. I'm gonna go to the root cause. Is America has never cared about privacy since the Patriot Act. Even before the Patriot Act, but that's when it was quite literally the worst. But handing contracts to Palantir was a fucking L. Trying to make one database, one system. Right now, ICE has, I think, access to Pegasus, if that's true. I don't know how true it is. I haven't... government contracts for Apple and Microsoft. But there's a difference between giving a government contract to Microsoft and Apple and giving a government contract to a fucking company that is quite literally job is to collect data and spy on people. Like if Linux, if Ubuntu got a government contract, that's not a red flag to me. What up with the thumbnail? It's to get gooners sucked into the watching me play Magic. It's not the government contract I have a problem with. It's the government contract company that I have a problem with, and I know what their job is. Apple and Microsoft, at the end of the day, are giant organizations, so I'm not surprised. I mean, Apple has had contracts with the school system. This is how a lot of people, they're like teachers, they're like, oh, I use Mac, and then like, you know, even Microsoft has a ton of contracts. I think they have defense contracts too. A lot of tanks and like stuff like certain like systems run Windows, which I'm thoroughly against. I think we should use free and open source software, especially if my tax dollars are $4. But I don't like the Palantir trying to weave its webs, and Peter Thiel is a giant piece of shit. He has a history of getting involved into really shady companies, so not a fan. But what are you gonna do? I mean, and I still think even with all that, I think ICE is getting access to Pegasus. I gotta look that up. I could be mistaken. Which I'm not a fan of, because if these companies are giving access to these giant, massive, fucking deals, then yeah, I have a problem with that. Where they're allowed to legally do this. I mean, in my opinion, I think the first couple things is telecoms. The telecom industry needs a rewrite. That needs to. That's kind of cooked. I think we need to personally redesign the telecom industry and put some good privacy laws into place. Damn. But it's never going to happen. I mean, and Pegasus isn't the only thing I'm worried about. I think that's more going to be targeted towards people that are like foreign nationals, like people that maybe are perceived as like illegal immigrants. I mean, not that I want Pegasus to exist and whatever, but it's going to. I'm more worried about these companies getting deeper and deeper into like our media and getting deeper into like, oh, having two screens helps so much. I do have two screens, and it does help, and I do like it, because then I can goon at 4x speed. But the biggest, I guess, the biggest hurdle we're gonna overcome is gonna be getting people away from not owning their content. Oh, what a bitch. What a fucking loser this guy is. I just don't know if it's going to... It's not going to get better overnight. I think we're going to have some problems we're going to run into. But as long as we have access to end-to-end encrypted services like Signal, SimpleX, etc., I think we'll be okay. Got massive bitch pants over here. This fucking demon war. God damn it, bro. What a fucking cuck. What fucking loser. Alright, I lost this one. Because I'm gonna eventually... It's gonna be all worthless. Because I have to block. If I don't block, then I lose a goblin, I lose more. Man, what a fucking piece of shit. Okay. Let's do Hmm. Interesting. You should stream Minecraft and talk privacy and security. Probably get more of an audience. I mean, that sounds terrible, actually. Now that sounds awful. Get more of a Gen Z audience. Gen Z doesn't really care about privacy. I think that'll change. I think everyone has. I think every generation will have its awakening. That's my personal take. I mean, for a long time, older generation, maybe before me, were like talking about this, and then they're like, everyone's like, "You're crazy," and now the slightly younger generation, hell yeah, is now more aware, and it's getting better, but it just takes time. Need that. Maybe not TikTokers. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's really TikTok. I mean, TikTok's got its problems. There's privacy people on there. There's like a Zoomer type of content that they could probably make that it could appeal. Like, people are more interested in like the dark web and shit like that. You know what I mean? They're like, "Oh my god, dark web, that's spooky." And then but that's all like made. That's all that's like made up shit. Like, people that are like, "I bought 6 dildos on the dark web and let me show you how it works," and you're like, "All right, you kind of suck." But it's getting people interested. I think there's probably more an interest in like quote unquote cyber security people than ever. But again, that's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. Ooh, nice. Because we're going to get a lot of people that are probably not super educated, and they just think that, "Oh, I can get into it because I watched some 2 minute clip." Yeah, buy mystery boxes on the dark web, and it's really just a scam. Oh, nice. These are some heavy cards. And I don't really know what's gonna change people. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. Still, I think it'll happen. I think we'll have another awakening. Your live was buffering. Yeah, I think that's an issue. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose non-creature. Okay. Oh, nice ward. I like I didn't get my awakening until later in life. And like it wasn't all at once either. It was just a curiosity and a laptop that didn't run. Like my laptop stopped running on Windows. I couldn't afford a new one. Found Linux. Went from Linux to self-hosting to privacy. It was like a pipeline. The Linux, the laptop not working Linux pipeline is crazy. Before that, I didn't really say I didn't have anything to hide or care, because I think at all points in life people should have things that they do hide and care about. I just never cared to look any deeper than that, if that makes sense. And I think that could be its own problem. Because then you are kind of fundamentally saying you don't care, but I don't know. I don't think it'll go any deeper than that. Huh. Like there's some games that now I refuse to play because of how invasive they are. Like they need like super access to my system, and I'm like, whatever. I don't care how much I sunk into that game. Like that's how I got people to like switch to Signal and other things, is because I set myself like boundaries, like what I will and will not install and try, and what I will not try, and I just apply that to other people. Like, hey, I don't talk through SMS, and it just kind of works. It works out. People just get super annoyed of not getting a hold of me, I guess. And I've gotten not super close people like to use Signal or Simple X or like something else, you know. It's all about baby steps. Like I've been buying music more music lately, and putting out my MP3 player, and it's been pretty awesome. I've fundamentally gotten like getting away from Spotify, getting away from all these other platforms where they're becoming like super invasive. It's kind of nice because it gives me ownership over my media. There's some adjusting. Damn, what a fucking bitch. It's always like when I get my cards, bro. These fucking retards get these cards. So you just make some, you'll kind of get used to it too. Like I kind of like got used to pretty much that. Like now I carry my MP3 player with me. I'm on my phone less. I use organic maps more. Like it's all adjustments. And these adjustments are, they're always going to be, I swear to God. Yeah, fucking cuck. Adjustments can be like kind of annoying, but in the beginning, but you kind of just just second nature. Alright, this is not a good hand. I'm cooked. I'm gonna have to maybe adjust this one out of this deck. Like when I got cubes first, like a lot of my adjustments was how to run cubes. I had to think differently, especially with cubes. I had to think a lot differently. I had to go approach software different. I had to approach what I do with it differently. Okay, I can do this. Okay. And then gotta be kidding. Okay, thought he was gonna fuck up. I will say that I think the only thing I would be worried about is motherfuckers. Motherfuckers, live stream, like actually, like going IRL streamers. That's ass. can already feel it. Damn it. Is this indestructible? Damn. He's got something that can destroy that. I'm cooked. Uh-oh. Uh-ohs. Damn, should have put it on her. Oopsies. Yeah, I figured. I'm cooked on that one. What a well, I gotta tune this deck. Fucking birch. It's okay though. Well, guys, I'll see you in the next one.